What's up? Got some brand new design portfolio reviews. I'm just gonna go through it and hopefully you can get a thing or two out of it. Let's just get stuck into it. First one, we've got Prashmeet Verma. Hey, I'm Prashmeet, brand designer, creating incredible brands and experiences. Okay, cool. So first off the bat, this slider is a bit distracting. Obviously, it's just showing you services, but I don't know if it really adds any value. There's also a lot of white space here. So you can see it's got a weird... This is an orphan. Let me see if it's... Yeah, so you should fix this. It's got this weird awkward space right here. And then this is an orphan because it's by itself. So you need to do Shift Enter and bring that word here. And you don't need to say your full name. Maybe just say, hey, I'm Prashmeet. I design brand identities. Just say something like that. Keep it straightforward. Cool. Let's scroll through. You got this weird glow at the bottom. This sort of gradient. I think that's kind of nice. My toolbox connect with me. Okay, cool. And you've got a few projects. I feel like it looks a bit weird how you've got this empty project space here. Makes it feel a bit empty. So probably get rid of this project and just have these four. Overall, the exosphere and the Qua stands out to me. I think it's just because the logo is bigger. These other images, it's not really distinct. I'm gonna click on. We'll go with this one. Let's click on it. I like the little touch with the pizza mouse. It adds a bit of personality. Adding those touches to your portfolio is really nice. Let's start off this. Derived from Turkish and Arabic word qahwa, which originally referred to coffee. Cool. Personal project. Okay, hospitality. Awesome. I like this clean logo. I like the custom word mark. This might be... The Q sort of can be confused for a G. I feel like maybe it's too long. Maybe cut this a bit. I would have cut that, but like I like the uniqueness of it. And the font is nice. And this is clean. You aligned that. That's really good. And the image with the contrast is nice. So yeah, I like how you've got that image off the back there. Scrolling through, you got some details. You've got the color palette. The text is very small, so it's a bit hard to read. So I would probably make the text a bit shorter and make it bigger because it's just too small. And I know how everything's in like a bento box. Maybe is this too much white? Like you got the gray background, then you got this white border. Like it looks clean, but I feel like maybe it's taking away from the work. Love these logo lockups. This feels a bit small. Maybe make it 2 lines and make it bigger. I want to see the details in these little badges here because I think that looks really cool with the Q there. Like as an icon, that looks good. Clean, nice imagery, nice mock-ups. Yep, that looks good. This image, you can see it's very bottom heavy. So I would have cropped it and make this sort of be more centered. So you put focus on that logo because it's the eye, it's very on the bottom. And I can see what you did. Like you've done like one mock-up and then one image. I feel like, I don't know, these 2 images aren't really adding anything. And like, they don't look edited as much. Like this one looks very low contrast, the colors, and it's not bright. So it looks toned down. I would just probably focus more on the mock-ups here and only have 1 or 2 images and probably take these images out. On this mock-up, maybe change the background because it feels a bit stale, like static with the gray there. It's not vibing. Like it should maybe, like in the color palette, there's no gray. So why not put the beige or the brown? So I feel like you maybe didn't spend enough time on the background there. The packaging looks all right, like, you know, nothing too crazy. Yeah, so overall it's pretty decent. Like I can tell, like with typography and like layout, it's pretty clean. Like you're decent with that. Just focus maybe on placement and maybe have some more text down here as well. Like maybe not too much, like saying mock-ups or visual application or logo variations. So just to give more context to each section. Oh yeah, overall good stuff. Next we've got, this one's from multiple people. So originally I talked with one of them, I think it was Jahid. This is a joint project, but it's a coffee one from Kenya, Narost. And straight away, I really like this image here and how you got this little GIF animation. It's with the hat and the icon there. That's kind of fun. It draws attention to the center. So you can see everything's blurred and it's bringing that depth into the middle, and then you've got the things around it. So I really like that effect that you've got going here. And the images with like sort of these layers, you know, you got some texture and illustrative shapes there. I really like that. It's really cool. Scroll through here. Crafted to awaken, a roast. And then you got the bean. Looks like it's going through a portal or a hole or something. I really like this packaging here. This mosaic style of like these blotches of like paint. They're not watercolor, but they feel like something like that. Really clean. It looks nice. It's a nice way to show the color palette, and you can see you're showing that off with the pattern, the illustrative element, and then that coffee just adds a depth, adds a bit of interest. Like this is kind of interesting, and yeah, you can see you got the colors there like that. It's a nice shot as well. Maybe one of the things I would have done, maybe brighten this section up. So in Photoshop, you can literally make a mask and then brighten that up, just overall bring the levels up. because it is a bit dark. I mean, I want to see those details, you know, with the fonts and stuff. Obviously the light's hitting from the top, so you can still keep it a bit of dark in the corner, but yeah, I think it will just improve that composition a little bit better. Cool, you got more for the packaging. Now the logo. Overall, the logo feels like it's handcrafted. It's got that weird, it's not 100% like geometric. It's got the rounded vibes and then some fun curves. The only thing is this logo here is very sharp, so I don't know why you guys maybe should have curved that a bit. Like even if it's just a slight radius of 5 or something, just to round it a bit, because I can see it's all sharp, but the typography, sorry, the logo type is just rounded, like it's rounded. It's only got like one sharp corner, like here on the R, as you can see here, and like obviously on the top bits, but there's lots of curve, like rounded bits, round, and here it's all like, it's all straight. So just a quick thought there. Love the little video. These seem, I don't know if these are AI images, but yeah, you can tell they're trying to craft that happy vibe. Cool. Yeah, mockups look good. Show it on, I don't know what that image is, the back of the black and white feels out of place. And the phone, you see how it's got like, I don't know, you could probably get rid of the battery in the signal and stuff. Like I just don't like how it's cramped there. Probably just get rid of it, eh? Like you don't need it. Just show the screen design. Narost is a premium coffee brand offering ethically sourced high quality coffee for true enthusiasts. Maybe you should have brought this up the top. I feel like this should have been at the top. Okay, that's a nice touch. Really love this animation showing the icons there. What you've done, simple, clear, show an example of how it could look on an image. You got this image there. Yeah, it's fun. I like what you guys did with the illustrations. That's cool. See it in different colors, the different packaging, how it connects to each of these people, these farmers. Cool. Yeah, overall it's pretty nice. The presentation, loving the colors and the illustration. And this texture that you got going on. And yeah, those are my thoughts. Cool. Next we got Byte Forge from Krushang Chokshi. Sorry if I misspelled. Straight away, I really like this screen. See how it's like glitching with the how it's purple? My thinking would be like, why not just make it green as well, same color? But I can see you got the logo there. It's very fast, so for me to read this, it's like it's too quick, so I think I would slow it down. You might not even need that glitch. Like maybe just put an overlay with like some little sparks instead of like making it flash, because I'm trying to look at the design. But obviously I can see the logo at first glance. It's like, okay, cool. All right, the client, there's too much kerning here and the italics with this subheadings here. There's no need to do that. Like just keep it tight, keep it the normal kerning. You don't need that. Your project scope, cutting edge technology startup, especially in software dev. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Scroll through brand values. Is that the same font? I feel like you've got some different fonts going on. Maybe you should have used this font as well for here, because it just feels out of place. And this background color, I reckon you probably just kept it black and then made these cards like an off dark gray instead of full black to make the cards stand out, because it's a bit distracting, like the contrast. And maybe instead of just having like black and white images, why not have something like a custom icon or something, or a weird like custom shape that's fun using the colors? That may have been a bit better. Lots of text here, bit too much text for me. Just gonna scroll through. 8 bits, we got the B and the F, and then forged. Okay, this is cool seeing the construction. Everything feels a bit cramped. There's a lot of space you could have been added here, like above and beneath, and it's just too, like, just space everything out. Give it more white space, more breathing room. The logo overall, like this logo is very blocky, and then you got this font that's sort of geometric. Sorry, not geometric. It's more of a grotesque font. The B and the F. Okay, I see what you did there. You see how there's outlines, or like obviously you've just put shapes in the middle. It creates these awkward spacing. There's a lot of negative spacing in there. And then you got these two ones. The icon is pretty bold, but I just feel like, I don't know, maybe you could have made it a bit more unique. From threat detection to data protection. You see how you got the data protection? How it's hyphenated? Don't do that. That's just bad, because people are reading like prote, and then action. Like try and make it one word. Like maybe make it smaller and then put it on that one line instead of just putting it on, because this is bad. That doesn't look good. And same as he did it again here. For like posters and promotional things, you shouldn't be doing that unless it's a creative copywriting technique that you're using, like to make it sound different. And this is 4 lines as long, and then you got 4 lines again. It feels a bit clunky here. It's not, you need to work on the typography there. No more. Yeah, the no more, I don't think you need that. And as well, I would probably get rid of this reflection here. See this mocha? I would make it all dark around, like a vignette, make it all dark on the outside, and just adjust the lighting to make it more focused. Either add a blur or add a vignette, make it darker so the eye can draw to the middle of that poster. Icon set, looking clean. Using that gray again, but I feel like you don't need that. Got some cool mock-ups going on here. Once again, just space things out like this. Could be on its own instead of having this coming down. Just feels out of place a little bit. You know, I like how you're using the gray for the text here. That's fine. Maybe I would have made it a little bit brighter. Flash screen, pure black lighthouse. A Abandoned spaceship. You could have just called it spaceship. But I guess that's just a creative choice. That's cool. Maple Avenue, we are hiring. Okay. Yeah, so I do like the colors, like, you know, darks and the greens, grays. That's up my vibe. Just typography, spacing, and just, yeah, just work on that, I guess. Cheers. Cool. Next, we've got, this one's from, I don't know, I think it's from Akash, one of them. Transforming the IRCTC app experience, a UX case study. So for someone who's just looking at this, I don't know what this means, like IRCTC, so I'm not sure. It's better to be clear instead of having an acronym, because someone who's a new client or just a random person is not going to know like what this is. So mention that next time. Enhancing usability and redesigning the app. Okay, I feel like you could have just cut this out and just go straight into, because everything's really small, it's hard to see. Just go straight into this section. You've got a lot of text. You've also got an orphan here, so reduce the text. This phone screen, maybe blow it up, make it bigger. Focus clearly on the details because it's too small. You got the background story. You got a bento box here. Things are not, it's better if, yeah, it's a bit janky, like maybe align things, make it more clean, because it just shows that your design skills, like your layout, and it should all be aligned really. Objective. Okay, there's problems signing up. So instead of saying maybe why redesign, maybe just say the problems or UX issues or something. Okay, go in depth, conduct interviews, user surveys. You're better off just showing like one graph on the right that summarizes all this. Like even use ChatGPT or something to summarize it into one graph instead of showing all these little graphs that, like, it's just, I can see you're probably a student trying to show, your students probably trying to show the details and stuff, but maybe just make it, simplify the experience, make it cleaner, make it easier to read, you know? So there's a lot of information. You don't need to show every little detail. Okay, you got the user persona. Yep, needs, expectations, motivations. Okay, that's clear. Typography, roboto. Yep, nothing special. Colors. All right, I feel like these colors are just, yeah, simple. Yeah, this onboarding screen is a big difference. Wow, okay. From that's crazy. Showing that. Maybe this should be up the front, like up the top, showing like a before and after slide. And I don't know why the rest is not loading. It doesn't want to load, so I'm just going to skip that. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that gives some advice. Yeah, it's a long case study. Not everyone's going to read through this, so maybe just reduce the text as well. Next, we've got Shahryar Minhas. Shah, maybe just call you Shah. I'm Shah from Pakistan, working as a UI UX engineer and graphic designer, building all sorts of interesting dumb ideas. I like to play the pixels. I'm not a desk you can usually find in cafeteria. A lot of text. I'm not really a fan of this like laggy mouse thing. I don't know, it just feels weird. A lot of text here. There's like this weird space here. I know you're trying to show your personality. I can see the personality through the emojis, just having the emojis. UI, UX engineer and graphic designer. I think there should be a space there. Dumb ideas. I wouldn't call it dumb ideas. Ideas are not dumb, like they're creative. They come from your brain, your mind. Up the top, under construction, internal projects is currently this. Yeah, I can see that bar. A little bit distracting though. What's this? I don't know what this is here. Make a call, book a meeting. Probably should have one call to action, and there's no call to action here. You should have, bring this button down here or something and then shorten this text. Let's just scroll through. The scroll is very fast on this. I don't know. It's very fast. So you've got 4 projects and then your portfolio. You love the the rotating ticker. All right, let's go with this one here. This looks good. And I don't like the feeling of these 2 nav bars. Like you got this nav bar here, and then up the top, it's taking so much space up the top, and then you got a 3rd nav bar. So you got 3 nav bars. Just get rid of this one, or bring this text up here and then get rid of this bar. Maybe on the right side somewhere, get rid of these and just put under construction or something like that. All right, so the project goes to Behance. That's fine. It's always good to keep people on your side, but if it goes to Behance, that's cool. Hopefully this wants to load. Elite Studio. I like it. I like this logo. It's clean on a simple background. Sometimes I would say put an image behind that, but I feel like this is just clean. And you can see a bit of the image on the bottom, which makes you want to scroll down. Dream Home. It's a bit hard to read the all caps with this because this text is very thin, thick. It's got that contrast. It's more elegant font. It's harder to read. So maybe add some drop shadow, or maybe do it in lowercase because everything's uppercase. It just, yeah, I don't know, it feels out of place. And this is not aligned. See how this is not aligned to this? I would have brought this way, align it, and then just maybe added a little bit of shadow behind this text there and make it lowercase. Scroll through. At least Europe specializes in creating modern living spaces that blend innovation and tradition. Our team of skilled designers, architects from initial concept. Yeah, nice, clean typography. Yep, alignment there. And then you got the all caps problem statement about project. Yep, cool. Solution. good interior is more than aesthetics. It's about all caps and italics, not the best for readability here. And then it's at the bottom of the image. I would have just centered it and then darkened the image a little bit. As I scroll down, okay, this looks good. I like how the contrast, you got light, you got the dark images and the colors. I like how you're explaining where you got the inspiration for the colors. It's nice. Nice little touch. Typography, clean. Yeah, kind of like how you're creative with the little pills there, tags. Work sans, nice. Grid, desktop version. Maybe explain what this grid is. Is it that website grid, the column? Like maybe explain that a bit more. Studio Elite. This is a nice image here. Okay, this image looks different to this. I feel like maybe you should have brought this image to the top, like the website. Like, I mean, screenshot, sorry, not screenshot. Have this bit at the very top, like here. And then even you probably could have got rid of this section here and like put like a little mock with the browser. That would have been cool. Overall, let me see. The only thing that doesn't feel like, I don't know, these buttons though feel weird. Like normally people don't do buttons like that. I can see you're trying to break the static buttons usually. It feels organic to me. Scrolling through, yep, it's a cool section. I want to see more of this. Like this is the fun bit where you see the website in action. I can see more of the colors and the layout. It looks nicer. I just feel like there's buttons. I don't know. The buttons feel out of place because you're trying to go elite and minimal, but the buttons feel more organic and stuff. I don't know. It feels a bit different, out of place. Let's see what else is there. Okay, some of the images are not editing, but let's scroll through. This is nice, clean. Too much space in between the lines there. Projects, cool. Should show out the pages. Yeah, cool. Overall, it's yeah, nice use of the typography. Just work on those few things, tweak it, make it better, and I think it'll be solid. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed these portfolio reviews. If you do want to get your portfolio reviewed for next time, as I said before, I'm always sharing it on my story, so just make sure you send a link or just DM me on Instagram and I'll chuck you in the next video. You know, my goal for these videos is just to help, you know, improve your portfolio, make your skills better, maybe show your weaknesses where you just need more refinement, fine tuning. And yeah, if you want to see another video just like this, get some inspiration, I do have another video here where I review portfolios. Cool. See you later.